Tankies? I wish I had Tankies, dude. I'll talk some Tankies off the ledge. Tankies need to relax. Can we talk about this for a second? All right, this is my rant. Maybe this is content. I don't fucking know. But I am seeing Tankies being fucking whack again, as usual. Shout out Tankies, okay? I mean, not all of you are bad. Like, some of you are just fucking dumb as shit, and I think probably shitlords. I think you're actually fascists. But some of y'all are just like there's the infrared sort of Hinkle fascists that pretend to be leftists, and then there's the like hyper vigilant, I'll call them the Luna Oi Tankies, that are like I guess I don't mean her. I don't think everything she does is bad, by the way. I'm not trying to like beef or anything. Like, I don't really care. But I'm just seeing, and I don't even know that it was her. I'm just being like where I don't think they're necessarily like, I don't think they come from a bad place, but they're just like wrong about dumb shit. Like, why do they choose to be wrong about dumb stuff? Like, Hinkle and Haas or whatever are just fucking, like, they're just fucking stupid. They're just the dumbest pieces of shit. And they're authoritarian. I mean, they're dog shit. They're right wing. And they're just pretending to be lefties. I don't know why it works. It works, I guess. But, like, there's Tankies that are, like, being, like, hypersensitive about jokes. And, like, the Keffels thing, like, she says, like, she makes that joke about autistic girls liking trains or something. And it's like, man, if you have a rapport in your community to talk a certain way, like, this wasn't punching down at anybody. It was celebrating. It was a joke about like, just how you know, if you and my fiance Sarah is probably, she's undiagnosed, but she is very confident that she has some spectrum stuff happening, particularly with sounds and textures of food and stuff like that. She gets big time dysphonia. Anyway, she has ARFID, other stuff, and other things that she thinks contribute to this. But anyway, she finds that joke super funny. And then there's just like a bunch of people who are like, this is like ableist and stuff, and it's like, I don't think it's weird to say that, like, to acknowledge, just simply acknowledge in a joke celebrating autistic people, like, specifically this person, this idea of this person, I guess, is like, I just don't think it's, like, a bad thing. And even if it was bad, even if it was, like, anti your sensibilities, even if you're, like, not comfortable with it, like, let's steelman it. Even in the context of that person, you're just like, no, that joke isn't for me, okay? Why choose the other stuff? Because it's, like, clearly not, like, it's, like, clearly not being mean. It's like not intended for harm. Like, you could even go the route of, like, checking somebody. Like, if you were like, Keffels, this is I'm not really super comfortable with this, and here's why. And I wish that you wouldn't use autistic that way. I disagree, but that's something that you could do. That's a take you could have. But instead it's like, I fucking hate you, and and you're a piece of shit, and you're ableist, and like, now I have to do a crusade, and now that's gonna be a thing for like 2-3 weeks until the next thing happens. And it's like, man, I don't know. I have a few autistic friends, and they love their hyperfixations. It's like a pretty common thread. That's the joke. I don't think acknowledging a common thing that our experience as human beings is, like, that's not a bad thing. What do you mean? Not every autistic person has hyperfixations, but a fucking lot of them do. I haven't met one. Like, I have like 3 people close to me that I can think of, and yes, like super close to me that I can think of. That, yeah, big time hyperfixate. They have like 4 things, and they're fucking all in on them, and then everything else is kind of like, maybe you can't even count on them to participate. You know what I mean? People socialized as boys are predators. Wow. Sounds transphobic. Yeah. So, anyway, I don't even know. I don't have to call any specific person out because it doesn't matter, but it's just like, Why are we fighting about this? Like, you can, if you find something distasteful, that's entirely valid. I have no problem at all with somebody having a problem with somebody else's joke and finding it distasteful. And if you feel like, because she's a big creator, that you should voice your opinion because you find it important to check her behavior on that, cool. But holy shit, man, some of y'all make it your personalities to dislike folks. And I don't find that to be particularly healthy or a good example of, like, praxis or whatever we're supposed to be doing. Like, is this how y'all treat folks? Just constant negativity? This is your idea? You're gonna, instead of spending your energy ignoring bullshit that you think is bullshit, you're going to participate in the sustained virality of a streamer you don't like. And you're going to only do negative things in the process while spending zero of your time advocating for people that need your help according to our belief system. This is all what we're doing? Dope. All right. Fucking cool. Anyway, that's the end of the rant. I don't know. Tankies, I would love for you to fucking chill. I don't know what your deal is. Like, is there some...
I hope you will have a contact.
Thanks, James. I appreciate the 17 months. It, like, I said it was the end of the rant. Is it the end of the rant? Addendum. Is there, like, some sort of, urgency? Like, there's, like, a sense of urgency with Tankies. Like, if we don't do the revolution, we're fucked. And it's like, yeah, maybe. But, like, also... we have to sustain effort to fight back evils. Chad, if you're going to learn anything from Lord of the Rings, all right? And I'm a big Lord's head, okay? Big Lord's head, all the way in on it. The Rings of Power is a fantastic show. 10 out of 10, very few notes, okay? I think Galadriel is actually a really good character. And if you watch the original movies, extended editions, of course, because you're a big dog like yourself, myself, you understand that Galadriel's always been a fucking weirdo. Literally always been a weirdo. And I have no idea why you have any sort of, like the small dicked attempt to be like, she's a weirdo now, is, like, really weird to me. She was talking to motherfuckers' heads. She was getting them riddles and shit for no reason. It was bad. Like, she's a big fucking weirdo. Go watch those original movies. Go watch Fellowship. Okay? You go watch Fellowship and tell me that bitch isn't fucking weird. Okay? Was that right before Moria? I watched it recently. She's a weirdo. Anyway, it's not about Lord of the Rings, but it is. If you're gonna learn anything about Lord of the Rings, chat, okay? All elves are fucking weird. No, well, yes, but I mean, this is definitely more. If you don't have a sustained effort against the darkness, chat. If you're just gonna whine all the fucking time and turn on each other, okay? This is exactly what Sauron wants, all right? This is why men fail. Is this bullshit? Okay, Sauron in this is capitalism. You know what they always do? You know what capitalists and red people who vote red always do? They're always in coalition with one another, okay? I'm right. You shut up. You shut up if you're a tanky right now. You listen to me. Okay? We can have our fight later. You and I, okay? I disagree with you, tankies. We get to fight later. But right now, we need you to shut the fuck up and get in line. You're not doing anything. You're literally just causing problems on Twitter or something. That's your fucking activism. Get in fucking line, vote with us, and help us in the fucking streets when stuff happens. Okay? You better not be one of these motherfuckers being like, I'm a tanky, and then not in black bloc in the summertime. Okay? Or you better be having a platform and telling your people to participate in these. You better be mobilizing in some other way. You better not be doing this shit against other leftists that only vaguely disagree with you, that were just a bit too edgy for you. Jesus Christ. End of addendum? Question mark? Addendum part 2, maybe? Thought you said that's what Sargon wants? Sauron wants, but Sargon wants it too. Sargon would love to be relevant again. He loves talking about people like Keffels.
the Jews?
I think with a lot of young, I don't think it's a lot of young leftists necessarily, but I mean it is, but it isn't just that. I think a lot of young leftists are more concerned with virtue signaling than anything else. Agreed. Also, I can't get them just. Also, a lot of them can't just not like someone or something. There has to be a moral reason behind why they dislike that person or thing, not just leave it alone. Well, it depends. I mean, if someone's dog shit, sure, but I mean, again, it's like a case of like a little edgier than I would. Like, that's a little edgier than I'd like to go. I'm not out here talking about how autistic people do stuff ever. At least not often. Certainly not often. And if we do, it's in this context, right? Where it was, handle it appropriately. Yeah, Dirtger. Yeah. Galadriel shows Frodo the future, and Tolkien, okay? His idea of a bad future is when the hobbits are turned into wage slaves. Yes. Working in factories. This is true. And he saw it. He saw it happen in his own country, guys. Based. Anyway, the point is, I like a lot of the commies. I think a lot of the commies are good people. Okay? Some of you motherfuckers, though,